What's up, everyone? The Panda Photographer here, and I shot with the Nikon D7100 this morning with Clayton Dewey with his 50 f1.8 no core lens. Something special about that camera that I miss so much. Such a special camera. Oh, let me turn this down. So I'm going to be reading your comments from the iPhone, but you guys can see on the display. Actually, let me yeah. So I'm gonna be posting up the comments while we talk about the portraits of Clayton Dewey. He's a photographer himself. He does a lot of concerts and some private family and private photos. But yeah, it's gonna be amazing. So I'm gonna wait a little bit for a little bit more people to come into the live stream. So, what the hell? Alright, so I got one person, well, that's me probably watching, because I'm viewing this from the iPhone, but I'm going to wait a little bit to wait for more people to come into the live stream. But, if you guys are new to this channel, please do subscribe to the channel, like, share the content, and please, if you guys want to support at what I do as a travel photographer, there's a PayPal donation link down in the descriptions below. It really does help me out, ladies and gentlemen. But with that said, let me just wait a few more minutes. Let me inform some other people that I'm actually live right now, because they were asking me earlier today, when am I going live? But I'm using copyrighted material music, so I'm going to inform these guys that I'm live right now. And let me actually go into YouTube really quickly here and share. Actually, let me just share this. Just like that. There we go. And let me send notifications out to a lot of people because YouTube still has a broken notification system. So, and it sucks that that happens quite often with YouTube. No respect, YouTube. No respect. That's a shame. I hope you guys like the music. Really hard to try to pick a nice set of music tunes that you guys can beat to as we go along with the live stream. And I'm done with that. Now, send notifications out to people. So guys, like I said, I'm a travel photographer. That's all I do. I work 7 days a week. I work from early morning from 7 to late at night. Doesn't matter what time. Sometimes I just break day. Most of the time I am breaking day, actually. I just broke day last night. So what I did was I walked a total of 33.2 miles around Madison. And I'm exhausted. I am. I can feel it in my body that I'm exhausted. But I don't know where this energy spike is coming from, but I just really have this energy to that. And I'm burning a lot of calories. I need to replace those calories, but shouldn't everyone notifications. Alright guys, I'm gonna start. It's been 4 minutes. I'm sorry that you guys had to wait 4 minutes. I just want to make sure that the people are watching. But as I said, you guys want to support what I do as a travel photographer. The PayPal is one of my side incomes when you guys support what I do. And let me tell you why I'm the master at manual focusing. Why I'm the king in manual focusing. Because that's all I do is manual focus on everything. Why? I still today don't have the courage or the trust in autofocus. It might be spot on sometimes, it might be accurate, but for me, I love the engineering intuitive. How little I can't even say that word correctly. Intuitive of manual focusing. So I'm gonna give David Osher a heads up about it too. All right, so we're gonna get started. So, guys, I'm gonna pause the music really quickly, and I'm actually gonna roll my intro. So guys, if you are watching this right now, which you are, here is some of the portraits. Now, I'm going to show you what I did. First, before we get into editing one of the photos. Okay? So, with that said, let me go back in here. Alright, so guys, hear me out, alright? I used the Nikon D7100. I used to own this camera years ago. It was one of my favorite cameras that have great dynamic range, especially for landscape shooters and time lapses. But the one thing I forgot about this camera, that it can do some amazing portraits. So here's Clayton doing. So we started off with this photo, and you see I had a black backdrop because I wanted the black backdrop. Now, if you didn't see this morning's live stream, go check that out. Because you see me live shoot, but I just wanted to show you guys how sharp my manual focusing skills are. Look at that. Look at how sharp that looks and clean that looks. Look at that beard. This is Clayton Dewey, by the way. Like I said, he's actually an event photographer, and how we met was one day I'm sitting in Starbucks. He saw me with some camera gear. He saw me just sitting in Starbucks one day years ago, and that's how we connected. And ever since then, I stayed in contact with him because he has this personality, this strong energy that you want around. And plus, he's a people's person. He's always friendly. He's always outgoing. He's always well-spoken. He's always a gentleman. But I just want to show you the detail again. That looks good, right? So check this out. Check this out. I use combinations of gels, right? I just want you guys to check this photo out right here. See this photo? Check it out. Boom. Nice soft, but I'm gonna bring up the exposure just a little bit, but you can see how sharp it is. And like I said, if you watch the live stream, you see me manual focus. I did not use autofocus. I just despise. It's not that I despise autofocus. I just don't have the trust, like I said, and autofocus. So there's three of you in here. Thank you for watching, everyone. Thank you for taking the time out. Actually, let me go in here and send you guys a super chat. Boom. There you go. So you guys can see the chats. So when you guys talk, it's in transparent on the right-hand side of the screen. So just want to show you once more my manual focusing skills. This is why I'm called king of manual focusing, because I absolutely love manual focusing on everything I do as a photographer. And as a photographer, I'm not telling you that you should not manual focus all the time. You should use autofocus if you want to get the job done quick. But for me, manual focus, I can get the job done quick, simple, easy, done. And my hit rate on this, by the way, all these images that you see here are in focus. So my hit rate is about 98%. Some of them look slightly a little soft, but still, it is still sharp. But anyway, let me show you another one just to prove my point. You see that I used a combination of a yellow and an orange gel. At first we were going with a combination of a red gel, orange, and blue and yellow, but it was just too red. That red was really strong, so we just opted out to the red, put the orange and yellow, and we got this effect in the background. And you can see, spot on every single time. Manual focus every single time. And you can see, look at his fibers of his hair. Look at his beard. Just look at his beard. Really, really sharp. Look at that. Now I used the Einstein's E640 lights, strobe lights, and I'm familiar with the strobes because those are the strobes that was stolen from my studio when I was living in New York in 2016. So I'm very familiar with that lighting system. So it was easy for me to adapt and quickly with especially with the D7100. very spot on. And as you can see, really sharp, really detailed. The 50 f1.8D lens, that's what I was using. The Nikon 50 f1.8D, not G, but D. That's what I was using. And you see how sharp that lens is. And like I said, guys, I'm a hybrid shooter. You give me a camera, I'm going to have a good time with the camera. Any camera you give me, I'm gonna have a good time with the camera. Give me like 2 minutes to adjust to the camera, and boom, I'm in game. So with that said, everyone, if you guys want to support what I do as a travel photographer, this is what I do as a travel photographer. Go to country, take pictures of people. I don't need special, fancy, beautiful models or fancy, handsome man. This guy is handsome, by the way. So he shoots for a band called Anthrax, and well, he's kind of off and on doing it, but I want to show you some more photos. But go check his stuff out. I left it in the descriptions below. His website and his Instagram. I left it in the descriptions below so you can check it out. So here's another one without the gel. So this is the gel. This is without the gel. So if you guys see the whole sharpness of everything here, it's magnificent. So what we're gonna do is, I don't want to bore you too much, but I want to do the red gel as well. I did the red gel as well. I'm looking at the comments as well, so sorry if my eyes are not doing this all the time, but you can see, look at the eye contact. Beautiful, beautiful. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go. Clayton is giving me the thumbs up. Let me just respond to him really quickly. Sorry guys, I have to respond to him very quickly, because he's probably one of the coolest people in Madison that I have met, and he's very humble and very outgoing person. So, and he's the guy that's actually going to accept my Irix lens to come into the mail, so it's going towards him. He's going to let me know when it comes in. So like I said, there's quite a few photographers that I really do trust, so when it comes to that format. But what we're gonna do is, which one would you guys want me to add? Please let me know down in the comments. Would you want me to add the ones with the orange and yellow gels, or with the red gels, or do you like this one? I kind of got like a side photo right here. Like I said, some of them are slightly out of focus, just slightly, but still usable. Like I said, my hit rate was 98%, as you can see. But and let me do this one here. You can see where I was going for this one, but you can see that my hit rate is about, like I said, 98%. But whoa, look at that one. That is really sharp. Like I said, guys, want to support what I do as a travel photographer? The PayPal link is down in the description below. It really does help me out. And plus, I need to pay for my website because I am totally broke right now. But anyway, but look at this shot, man. Now, what I could have done with this photo was add a gel effect to this photo. I could have. I should have. Wasn't thinking at the time. But he had a limit of time, ladies and gentlemen. He's a family man. So he had to go pick up his daughter, Mary. He has 2 daughters, by the way, and he's a busy man. So we only spent about about an hour together. So it really was time crunching to get these photos in. Now I could have used a gel on this one, but you can see how like dramatic it looks and beautiful with that black backdrop. It's really great. So now, which one do you want me to add, guys? I need to know your opinions right now. Do you want me to add the gel with the orange and yellow, the red, or you want me to add this one, or one of the, well, these were my test shots up here. You can see where we was doing test shots to see where we were gonna go with the light. You can see how sharp it is. Really nice. really nice. And you can see in the video, in the live stream that you missed out this morning, you see me talk about how to use gels in a certain very artistic way. And you see me talk about how I step back and count my steps. And I move forward and back. And not only that, guys, when I take a photo, I'm always inhaling and exhaling. So like, so it helps to have that technique to exhale and inhale from when you take photos like this. This is how my manual focusing comes into play when I'm shooting manually. So always, if you do shoot manually, please do exhale and inhale and exhale, because that technique does work. So all right, so what I'm going to do is going to choose. I don't see anyone comment. I see a lot of people watching, but I don't see anyone comment. So what I'm going to do here is add this one. Let's just add this one. Or should we add this one? What should we do here? I don't know. They all look good. They all look good. So the Nikon D71 is a very, very still powerful camera to this day. It does the job. So if you have a Nikon D7100, please still use it. It's such a badass camera. It is comparable to the A77 Mark II and the A99 in some cases, even though it's a crop sensor, mind you. This is a crop sensor, so the focal length changed on that 50 pretty fast. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna select a photo. I'm thinking I'm gonna select this one. And just to let you guys see the metadata, I'm gonna copyright this one, as you can see, and then I'm gonna go to development, and we're gonna go into removing carbon aberrations. You can see the Nikon AF Nikkor 50 f1.8D. That's what I shot with. So I'm gonna hit the auto really quickly, and boom, it made some adjustments for me, just like that. Boom, just like that. It just made the perfect adjustments, but I'm slightly going to add some effects to it. So what I'm going to do in here, just to give you guys a quick run through of this, as you can see, really sharp, really, really fast. Look at that. Eye contact is just perfect. Amazing. So what I'm going to do here is go down into my sharpening, add that, and then what I'm going to do is I want a bit of a color pop on that, but I'm going to fix the reds and the skin tones right there and reduce. See here. Actually, I kind of like it the way it is, just for the moment. I do like the way it is. So here we go. And as I said, guys, you guys want to support what I do, the PayPal link is down in the description below. But as I said, I shot with the Nikon D7100. You can see the lens profile, the Nikkor 50 f1.8D, and it's a sharp lens. If you want to see 3:1, let's do 3:1. Ooh, that is definitely sharp. Am I the king of manual focusing? I don't know, let you guys decide, but I'm going to call myself the king of manual focusing because I'm pretty sure I'm like the very few photographers that still really do manual focus and do not rely on the autofocus all the time. It's rare that I do, but so what I'm going to do also here is the highlights a little bit, increase the shadows just a bit, and what I am going to do, let me see here, I don't want to go too much. I'm going to go for that dreamy effect, And now I'm gonna go into Nik collection, add this photo for you guys, because this is not going to be my final product. I'm just going to show you what I'm going to do with this photo. So right now, Nik collection is actually processing right now. That's what I'm doing right now. It's analyzing, it's pre-analyzing. So what I'm going to do is, let's see here, zoom in. I don't want to add this yet. Actually, can we? Should we? Settle, but nah. No, I want a more dramatic look. So with this one, let's do the pro contrast. I'm gonna do a settle look on that. And what I'm gonna do is add a little dynamic, correct the contrast just by 3 points. There we go. Add a filter. Now this is not going to be my final photograph. I'm just processing it for you guys, how someone would want to add. Say if he was a client and they want it pronto, they want it fast, and they want something special, this is what you're going to do. So and what I like to do is, I'm not going to add any no softening to his skin. I believe that men's skin shouldn't be too softened, and he has the right details that I really like. So I am going to add, let's do a wedding. I'm looking for, there we go. Should we do this look? Should we do this look? Or should we do this look? What do you guys think? Zoom in. Compare it. Fix the warmth. What do you guys think? Do you guys think? I think this one is more neutral. Yeah, I like the fixing the warmth here, but now with this guys can change his skin tone with the collection, but just gonna process this really quickly. Give it a nice little subtle glow, or if you want a stronger glow, you can ask for that subtle glow. See what it does with the stronger glow. It kind of warms it up a little bit, but I want a subtle glow. And with this one also, I'm going to do something like I normally rarely do. And and bring some more details out. Now, as you can see, it brought a little more detail out. You see that? The different subtleness. Pay attention to the detail extractor. You see that? Boom. Boom. Looks a little soft. Boom. 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 There's a subtle difference there. So we do like that look, you see? But we still want to make sure that we get the vignette that we want for this photograph. So we do want to keep the details, right? But now I'm gonna change. Actually, let's go back to extractor. Boom. Add a filter. And what I'm going to do is change the size of it and an amount. Size needs to come down just slightly bit. Brightness just slightly bit right there. Amount. Fix that amount. Boom, because I want the top of his hair. I want you guys to pay attention. quickly. I want the top of the hair to also be not too much in the part of the vignette. You can see, look at the detail on that. That's a lot of detail. It's a lot of detail. And we're going to just save this. So it's taking a little bit longer. Let's see how my CPU is doing. Wow, a lot of resources. This is why I need 32 gigabytes of freaking DDR4. Now, as you can see, look at how sharp it is. Really cool. So, here is the reset. So here's the before and here's the after. So you guys have a good idea. Now, would he want me to actually remove some of the imperfections? To me, imperfections give a person character. In my opinion, when I take portraits, it gives the person a story to tell. Character. I don't like to remove too much, but if I was going to remove something, it would be like this bump here. So what I would like to do is like try to take pieces of that skin, blend this out a little bit, take some of that, boom, boom, and then what I would like to do 3:1 and just try to remove. No, that's not accurate. That's more accurate. See? Gotta pay attention to what you're removing. I'm not gonna remove the rings, the lines in his forehead and anything like that. Just very key elements of like removing some parts and some spots to like bring some more into this. Okay. See? Big difference from before and after. You see that big difference? You remove some of those really big bumps from the face and still keep the other details in the person's face. Gives the image more character. But this is just my opinion, guys. This is how I just would do it. But this is just a fast retouching. I didn't want to actually really go ahead and process one, but I figured I'd do one for you guys anyway. But yeah, and as you can see, I'm gonna keep the lines in there. I just want to remove some subtle boom, boom, nice. See? Perfect. I'll make my man Dewey look really handsome, even though he's already handsome. Alright. Just looking. Now, I can, and I will, what I would like to do is bring out more of the eyes. So what I would like to do is come in here, and what I would like to do is, first of all, let's delete this. Done. His eye color is like greenish bluish, so we're gonna do that. So what we're gonna do is enhance the eyes just a little bit, not too much. Increase the brush size. Give it a little more pop, just a slight pop, not too much. And move on to the next eye, and always do a new brush for each eye, because each eye may be brighter than another. So try to keep the softbox or your beauty dish right above both eyes. And since Dewey's is an enthusiast or professional, he knows how to pose. So I'm just gonna bring his eyes a little bit out. And what I'm gonna do is just increase that just slightly. And I'm gonna go back to this one and then increase that as well. Boom. Now do a new brush. Pick my brush, and what we're gonna do is whiten the eyes just a bit, just a bit. Just a little bit, so we can get some pop in his eyes, just a little bit. It's like a subtle look. And like I said, always do a new brush for each eye. So if the client wanted, say he was a client and he wanted these at the end of the afternoon, this is what I would do. And boom, now his eyes pop better. You see it? You see that subtle look, but that subtle look gives it a little bit more pop to his eyes. Because I do want the eyes to be the main characteristics in the portrait to give it a little bit more. So, and now what we can also do, and that's it. So this is already processed. So what I'm going to do is make sure that this has the metadata on it, which it does. And like I said, guys, this is how I process and export the photos. So what we're gonna do is make a new photo for Clayton here, because we already have, but we're gonna do two photos, a high and a low. I need to cap that. There we go. I'm gonna do the high first. Make sure, and we're gonna title it Dewey and I guess and yellow, so I know which one it is. And then what I want to do is, that's the export large file, which I never distribute online. What I am going to distribute online is the low res. Now there's two ways how I do this, okay? I'm going to go through that process again with you guys. Normally, I will pick the long edge, but it won't be 20 by 48. It would be 1,000. So if you don't want people to like take your photos off your website and then claim it as theirs, because these photos that I'm actually exporting right now is help people on Instagram, Facebook can see how sharp it is in the real world and like, oh, that looks great. I'm at 300 pixels per inch. Normally, I would have it at 1,000 pixels by 72 inches per inch. So it's low res, but when someone tries to like zoom into it, it just becomes very pixelated. That helps for people to not print it as well. So now in this watermark, I'm gonna actually pick the center. So I got a black and I got a white. Yes, do the white center. And as you can see, I'm in the low res. And if we would go to the folder that I actually selected this to be in. Whoops. Clayton. Boom. And there it is, guys. Just for your entertainment. So, if you guys do like the video, please do it. Give it a thumbs up. It really does help me. It really does. I really appreciate that you guys, or some of you guys, take the time to even watch some of it, or take the time out to just view what I'm doing as a travel photographer. But this won't be the finished product. This is just an example of what I would do to the photo. And as I said, guys, this looks good by far in my opinion, but I have to see it on my iPhone to actually examine, but it looks great. and I like the little strong contrast. I love the like subtle look, but I also like the vignette, and I love the orange gel. Actually complements and separates him from the background, just gives it a little bit more separation. And you can see that I filled the light. So it was a 4 light setup. We started with a 3 light setup with a reflector, so the reflector was on the bottom there, but we end up doing something really cool, and that is doing a 4 light setup with gels. So, and you guys know I love my gels. I love my gels. But guys, as a Panda photographer, I do appreciate it. Thank you. Arigato for watching this live stream. But like I said, it's been only 36 minutes. I kind of want to make this live stream shorter than average. I don't want to make it too long. But with that said, everyone, I am Kiki Alexander and the Panda Photographer. If you like what I do here, hit the like button. Share the content. Most importantly, please do share the content. Leave your thoughts. And follow Dewey on his website down in the descriptions below. And his Instagram, follow him. And not only that, if you guys want to support, again, the channel, the PayPal donation link is right there. But with that said, everyone, eat, sleep, photography, and repeat. And I will see you guys in the next video. You guys take care. Arigato. Happy shooting.